Hello everyone and welcome back to round 12 of the RSF1 season. It is me, Primus Gaming, and joined with me again is Bodder.
Alright, Primus. Happy to be back for the race. Yes. Go time.
We had to take a little break just to make sure everything was okay because we had a little bit of problems with the lobby because it was lagging, it was causing some problems. So to be safe, to make sure there was no horrible problems upcoming for the race, we made sure we just did a nice, fresh, clean restart. So hopefully everything will run a little bit more smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. We're back to our original host as well, which is good. We've no more random people, which is good as well. So the guys will sit in the grid, do a little bit of setup, get their original tyres that they should have done from Q2. It's unfortunate to see Roberts and John Digweed start at the back and they didn't have a chance to qualify, but that's just part of the racing, I think.
It's interesting though because the top three, I know Marks is normally at the top, so it's good to see him fighting for the top again. But the man with the cash and Jake Moore on the other two steps on the top three, and it looks like Mex Senna readied up.
Ooh, ouch. Oh, Vettel SF1 it says, hey lads, in the chat. Hey Vettel, thanks for coming and watching us.
Got a interesting session coming up, so let's see how it goes. And Bodder, you know, we all love your formation lap, so I've got to hand it over to you.
Yeah, some more than others might like him, but sure, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so 14 cars on the track in the Hungary race this evening. Starting at the back is John Digweed. He is in his Mercedes. Just in front of him, unfortunately, crashed along with John Digweed, I believe. It's obviously crashed separately. Roberts, he'll be starting 13, so he's been starting on the back row, so bit of some way of going forward. In 12th, we have Mex Tarp. Welcome to him. He's in their Ferrari, so hope he'll be in for a good night. In 11th, we have WOR Chosen 16. He is in the first of the Alphas. He'll be looking to go forward as well. Mexican Senna. We have two Sennas now, not one. We're privileged to have two Sennas. Twice on the action. One provided enough action. Number two now should be good. He is in the first of the house. In 9th, we have the first of the McLarens, RSF1 Patronus. Good qualifying session, kind of fell a small bit back though in Q3. He's a good driver, he's sitting on the mediums. I reckon he'll be going for the long haul. Watch out for Patronus this evening. In 8th, we have Stretch. He is in first of the Renaults. He had another kind of up and down qualifying session, kind of good in Q2, alright in Q3. In 7th, we have the second of our Sennas, would you believe? We should actually put them together in one team. Just Team Senna, shouldn't we? That's what we should do. Two Senna, yeah. He's in the first of the Red Bulls in 7th. In 6th is the second of the McLarens, Peppermeat, fellow Irishman. Go on, Peppermeat, have fun tonight, dude. In 5th is Brundle. This is one of the top guys now. He'll be looking for a major push in. What will he be doing? What moves will he be making into turn 1, possibly lap 1? In 4th, we have the Pink Panther of Shane, RSF1 Shane. Another very fast driver. Got podium last week. He'll be looking for a good time tonight. 3rd, Jake Moore. Another driver literally at the door, banging it down, wanting to get a podium, wanting to push on. In 2nd, Mount Cash driver, formerly known as Josh with the Dosh, sitting inside our poster. The Magic Man, Magician, Magic Mark. He was sitting on pole with a fantastic lap. I don't know if you agree with me, Primus, but I think that was a fantastic lap he did for a pole in Q3.
Definitely, and it was a very good lap. And let's see if that pace will pay off, because round 12 is now going to begin as 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And it looks like the man with the cash and magic marks has instantly gone to the battle. Brundle has moved up some spaces as well as Senna, Stretch and Patronus. The magic man, he just hasn't got the ability to attack magic marks into the first corner. And Jake Moore is actually going down the outside of the man with the cash, going into turn 1.
Oh, the spinner! Mexican Senna spun. Oh, turn 1.
Oh, no,
he's lost a bit of the wing. Yeah, he's lost his front left end plate. Yeah.
He's lost his end plate, and Brundle and Jake Moore are fighting. That Renault is pushing its way up to the top space. It wants to fight for that podium. He is going for it, going into the sweeping left-hander, and it looks like he's done it. Brundle got ahead of Jake Moore, and now it's allowing Peppermeat to fight Jake.
Yeah, with Senna. There's Senna having a fight. Senna just ever so slightly gets by. I think Peppermint could go there a small bit.
It looks like Senna has made a very good start. He's up into 5th place in the Red Bull, and it looks like WR Stretch is fighting Patronus and got ahead. That's
well done. Peppermint looking to make the move already on Senna. Oh, it's a bit of a touch. Peppermint's
fallen back. Oh, and the Mercedes of John Digweed had to dodge that McLaren.
Mm-hmm. He really had to get out of the way of that McLaren coming back on the track.
Peppermint fell far back. Magic Marks, he's taken 1st place so far in the race. He's pushing up ahead. Brundle, however, has made up 2 positions, and he's already attacking the man with the cash.
Yeah, he's looking to bring it. Brundle, very, very good on opening lap. We're up 2 positions already.
Here we go, going into the left-hander. It's very famous.
Positions.
Oh my god, I didn't even realise Roberts jumped that far up.
Roberts and Patronus going at it.
In the back space, he could potentially make a charge. Man with a cash got a bad run into the left-hander, which is allowing Brundle to gain. There you go, slap on the tyres. So going into lap 2, we've only got 35 laps, and to be honest, Hungary feels kind of short, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it's only what, 20 really? Full field, 19, 18 maybe?
Maybe about that, yeah. Oh,
tell you what though, the Magic Man has really pulled out a bit of a lead, nearly a full second lead already on lap 2.
Oh yeah, I took the wrong bit there. Man with Cash has actually gotten a very comfortable start. He was under pressure from Jake Moore in the Red Bull, and now he's under a little bit of pressure from Brundle. I think once the DRS is active, Brundle will be able to make more of an attack. And speaking of the Red Bull, it looks like Senna wants to get past Jake.
Yeah, I wonder what play is happening there. Because they're both on the same tyres, it's not as if one's on softs and one's on mediums or whatever. We'll have to watch that and see what happens. Will team orders come into effect? Will Senna be like, here Jake, pull over? I have the speed this time round. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Or is Jake going to say, I want you to work for this, man? You know, if you want to get past, you're going to have to fight me for it, you know.
You're going to have to fight
me for it. And it looks like WR Chosen has gone ahead of Patronus on the straight just Patronus before the sweeping left-hander.
He must get a bad exit there, so he must have Patronus.
And Shane also. Shane's fallen down to 8th.
What? Shane was such a good start, though.
Yeah, but Shane fell down to 8th place, so Shane's fallen back a little bit, but I think he's going to play the preservative strategy maybe, because I know Shane is definitely one of those people who like to think of the long game as well as, he has multiple plans in mind. So
Shane is one of those drivers, he always thinks big picture. He doesn't think next lap, next corner, he thinks big picture, he thinks all 35 laps, that's what he's thinking about.
Here we go, lap 3 is now finally over. Looks like is Brundle within the DRS. He is on the man with the cash. Yeah, Patronus is, and I think he might have had damage. And the man with the cash has actually got DRS on Magic Marks. So the man with the cash is able to keep up with him, utilising the DRS very well.
With that, he's going to pull on Brundle as well, because Brundle isn't going to sit back there and not use DRS. Brundle's sitting half a second behind the man with the cash. But the only really good overtaking spot on this track, as you know, the front stretch is the only place where really get good exit. You get behind the guy, push your car to overtake mode, hopefully get him.
21 viewers going into the opening laps of this race. Oh, is Brundle having a bit of a bad run there?
No, he just got the Renault just got a bit loose on the back. He just kind of had a counter for it a small bit, and doing so, he lost 3/10 to man of the cash. That's literally it, guys. One mistake on corner exit, lost 3/10 to second place.
Roberts has caught up to Senna in the Red Bull. So look at that. He was in the back, but he's actually starting to fight and push to gain on the leading pack. He did say he felt like he could really be aggressive in this track. It's not one of his favourites, but look at that. Senna gets a bad run into the last corner. And now with the assistance of DRS, Senna doesn't have any off Jake. So that's going to allow Roberts to maybe make the move on Senna going into turn 1. Can he do it? Oh, he's just going to have a little look, but it's just not enough. Sorry
No,
about that.
it's
Just
not
tried to
there,
scratch
then.
my arm and I accidentally just caught my microphone.
all
Going
good,
on
it's
to
all
the
good.
second DRS zone. And just not yet by the looks of it. Man with the Cash has fallen back to 1.2 seconds off of Magic Marks.
Yeah,
I think Magic
Brundle's gonna be
Marks now
licking his lips
starting to
over
pull
that.
away.
That Ferrari's getting. Oh, this man with the cash runs very wide there on corner exit. Yeah, Brundle's starting to catch up here with man with the cash. He could be lining him up there. Look, he's charging his battery. His ERS is set on 1, so his load of
Oh, got a bit-
was set.
Quite a bit of curb there, that Brundle caught though.
Maybe he's having a hard time keeping up with man with the cash. We don't know. Roberts though, very impressed with him, sitting behind Senna. Oh, Senna just catches a bit of dirt. Dirt flicks up in the wheel.
Oh, and it's just allowing Roberts to slowly gain. I think Roberts might be able to make the move going down on the straight. Here we go, around the second to last corner. 24 viewers. Wow, we got quite a lot now. Now going around the last corner. Roberts is on the DRS of Senna. Can he make the move? Senna's actually got the DRS on Jake Moore. He got close enough to try and maybe use the DRS to defend. So I don't know if Roberts is going to have enough to make the push. And speaking of battles, by the way, we've got one in the back. Tarup is actually going to make the move down the inside of Peppermint, maybe. No, he's not. He's going to hold off. So the Tarup is now going to push. Peppermint got a bad run, actually. Peppermint's on worn softs. Ran very wide, so Tarup is looking down the inside, but just can't do it. So already Tarup is starting to pressurise Peppermeat, because I think Peppermeat might have actually made a mistake going onto the soft compound, because I think here they might just not be able to last that long. John Digweed's made a decent recovery as well. He's in 10th place.
Yeah, that's a nice one, John. Dude, considering he started, I think it was 13th, 14th. Sorry, no, he started last. Yeah, Robert's 13th.
Yeah, he was last place. So John's done pretty good. He's got Tarup. Well, he's got both the Mex boys behind him, Patronus and Peppermeat behind. So John Digweed's got quite a group behind him.
Yeah, it's good just to see how far these softs go for these guys, Stretch and Peppermeat. See what type of laps they be doing. I just have to just note as well that man with the cash is really after catching up with the Magic Man. He's right in the back of our leader, Magic Mark, at the minute.
Tarup is actually going to have the DRS to make the move round the outside on Peppermeat. Peppermeat
He's going to throw it
just
in.
manages to keep the inside
Cutback.
line.
He's going for the cutback.
Oh, but Tarup, he's on the inside going into the second DRS zone, and Tarup pulls ahead of Peppermeat, but he looks like he went a little bit wide there going out of there, so it's still side by side.
It's all good, just giving space.
Oh, and they're still at it. Peppermeat gets a little bit wobbly, and looks like Tarup moves up into 11th place after fighting with Peppermeat. So that was a good battle between Tarup and Peppermeat. Roberts got ahead of Senna.
He did. We didn't even see that. He just got past him so fast. That's unreal.
So Senna is still behind Roberts, and looks like he's going to stay within a DRS range, so that'll be pretty good. Roberts is 1.2 seconds off of Jake Moore. Brundle's fallen back off the man with the cash. Meanwhile, the man with the cash is actually 0.8. No, he's gone back to 1 second now behind Magic Marks, and he's slapped it into full over to a hot lap mode on the straight to make sure he doesn't lose that time to Magic Marks. Going into that, I think it's turn 3? Yeah, it was turn 3. Unfortunately, I don't have my board up here with me. It looks like John Digweed's actually starting to put pressure on WLR Chosen.
Yeah, just spotted that. They're all kind of in the space out a bit as well, between the midfield and the front.
Oh, Shane's got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, we got
a yellow flag in the second sector.
Senna spun.
Oh no! He caught the sausage curb!
He caught it.
Has he got any wing damage?
He does not. He saves the front wing.
Oh, and he span in the chicane!
Oh no. The dirt on the wheels. He's fed under the throttle, trying to bring it back.
This is really
He's
bad
very
for
loose.
Senna.
Yeah.
With all that dirt on his tyres, this is going to be good for Petronas and Senna, Max Senna, sorry, because they can both gain a little bit of time now on the Red Bull, which means RSF1 Senna has to maybe try and hit onto the hard compound tyre, could maybe go to the end on them. We won't have to wait and see what he does if he's going to stay out, but that has costed him some serious time and it's put him way far down the back of the pack. Peppermeat finally pits after the softs, you know, they're just running out of grip.
Yeah. Those softs. I wonder what type of percentage you're sitting on at the minute. 8 laps.
Yeah, 8 laps worth of like pushing, and it looks like Stretch is pushing still quite well on those tyres. I think could Peppermeat had an incident that just didn't do his tyres any favour.
Yeah. Do you think, like, the man with the cash, I gotta tip my hat to him, he is keeping up with Magic Mark. He is keeping up with him very well, despite the lead, or the pace we're seeing from Magic Mark in Q3. I wonder will he try and attempt to make an overtake if he can get past him, or even get side by side him at least.
I know for a fact that the man with the cash will try. He is doing his absolute best to keep up with him and try and maybe make the move. We have seen this man push like crazy and give us some really good shows, but can he get any closer to the Magic Man on the straight? So he's chucked it into high ERS mode. He's got the DRS. He moves a little bit closer. Let's get on board with him. Second DRS zone.
Roberts get past Jake Moore side by side.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that!
Roberts, like I said at the start of Q1, from talking to him earlier on, he is in full attack mode. He wants retribution from last week. He feels as if the podium was robbed from him with that safety car last week in Hockenheim. He is on full attack mode tonight, or even 4th place from the back as well.
His next target in his crosshair is Brundle. So Brundle is doing his best to try and stay up there with the man with the cash. So the man with the cash is pushing like, oh, Brundle loses a little bit on the chicane. So no wonder man with the cash is pulling ahead. I think Brundle's now starting to struggle on the grip of those tyres. Runs wide off the track, which allows Roberts to keep on getting closer. I think soon, if Brundle keeps on having a few mistakes, he will be having a little bit of a unpleasant welcome there from Roberts, and the man with the cash maybe could see that hat on the back of him.
Do you reckon Brundle was going along nice and normal, and then either his engineer told him, or he stood on screen, you know, top of the corner where you can see who's in front of you, behind you? He saw Roberts flashing the screen and was like, crap. Do you think that kind of put him off a small bit? That's why he ran wide?
That might be. To be honest, if you got one of the fastest drivers gaining on you, that would be an extreme amount of pressure that's just heading your way.
But like, if you think about that, in the back of your head, you're like, oh yeah, that guy's at the back of the grid. He's not going to compete against me. It's fine. He's out of the race. Blah blah blah. 11 laps into a 35-lap race, he's behind you, and you're sitting in third. He's in fourth. That just shows you the pace he's coming through.
Jake Moore, however, is keeping up with Roberts. He's doing pretty well. He's 9/10 of a second behind him. Looks like that overtake didn't phase Jake. He's still doing his best to push. We've still got to see the pits. We don't know how long these mediums could really go for. That's what's one of the best parts about F2. We get a rough baseline on how well the tyres could cope for the week coming up.
Yeah, exactly. So did those soft guys at the pit. They're going on to the hards. So I wonder what the medium runners are going to go on to then. Can they get the softs maybe? Will they get 20 laps? No, you're not going to get 10 laps of softs. No, it's not going to work. So they're going to need to go on to the hards as well, actually. But they don't need to make the hard matches long, I don't think.
Are we going to maybe look at a two-stop strategy? Because I know this track is quite harsh on the tyres.
It is, yes.
It's a possibility.
It is. And that's one of the great things about watching F2 on the Sunday night, because my race isn't until Thursday. So I have all this data to go through that tells me, oh, Stretch another penalty. I have all this data to go through and tells me, okay, here's what F2 guys did, here's what the F1 guys did, here's what F4 guys did on Wednesday, so it's pretty good. Oh, Roberts
is on the back of Brundle.
Horrible.
And Brundle is making more mistakes. This could play well into Roberts' hands. It's a very good run there. Brundle loses the back of their car a little bit. Don't clip the sausage curb, boys. Senna made that mistake, and we do not want to see another one doing that because, you know, it could rob us of a potentially amazing battle. So Brundle, he is feeling the real weight of pressure that's being applied by Roberts, because I'll tell you what, when you've got a really fast driver like him that's sitting behind you, giving it everything, although Roberts did go very wide
really wide there, yeah.
So I think Roberts is eager to get by him because he knows if he can keep up. Man with Cash is actually in the sights as well for Roberts.
Yeah, he is, yeah. That corner where Roberts went wide, that's not usually an exit that considered you can make some time on, so I don't know if he actually got a penalty on that or not. But he's in full overtake mode, he wants Brundle.
He's got no battery,
the battery out of it though.
Here we go, going into turn one.
When Roberts comes in for a new set of tyres, he might have come in for a new battery as well.
Yeah, he needs to change the battery because he's not, like, you know, he's not got any power left. I mean, the amount of energy he's got left in that car is like the equivalent of like one of the cheaper batteries you can buy in the shops.
I'm going to hit you with one now, Primus. Robo Roberts.
Robo Roberts?
Mm-hmm. Because this isn't the first time this has happened. It was Australia as well, he burnt the battery over.
That's actually not a bad one. Oh, Roberts gets quite a lot of the curb there, chasing Brundle. Looks like Roberts is actually starting to struggle a little bit to keep up with Brundle because that real aggression and charging we've seen has sort of been gone to the hole. But Brundle loses the back end of the car a little bit.
He caught it, but it cost him time though.
That was a good save, but that means it's just allowed Roberts to get that bit closer.
Yeah,
and that's
DRS
just
straight,
a little bit more pressure Brundle does not need. But Roberts is going in.
Undercut. He's going for the undercut.
He is.
He has to go for the hard now. Nice to two-stop him. Yes, I'm going to stay on board with Roberts. Let's see what he does here. Remember, this guy started from the back row.
Again. He might be going for maybe medium, soft finish.
Hards. The guys are putting on hard. So
I
see. Yeah, hard. So that's what he's going for. Once up. That's Roberts done. So Roberts going for the undercut here. He knows Brundle's tyres are going on him. We saw Brundle sliding, slipping and sliding everywhere. So we know his tyres are not doing him a world of favour. So that means Brundle's going to have to react now very soon to the undercut.
And it's the same with the Magic Man, because do keep in mind that he didn't get to see the board change. You know, on his end, he'll see the board on... Oh, and a little bit of a back end went out there for the man with the cash. You know, he won't see that Roberts has actually caught up, so he has to think about keeping ahead of the man with the cash, but soon, the man with the cash might not be his problem anymore.
No. I wonder how those mediums are feeling after the guys.
We know for Brundle they're feeling horrible because he is losing a load of grip and time. And I think now... No, the Magic Man is staying out. What about the man with the cash?
Piss. Yeah, Brundle pits. He was 50-50 out there, you can see it. He was lighting the car, but it's like as if his engineer was telling him, I don't know whether you should pit now or not, blah, blah, blah. And Brundle obviously made a decision, I think, last minute to kind of pit in there. Now,
Jake Ward back up to third.
Roberts. Can Roberts get... Yeah, Roberts should get him, I believe. We'll have to see. I'm watching
He's
it
on
here.
WR chosen.
Camo just asked in the chat there saying, how are you feeling for Thursday about it? Not good, dude. Not good at all. Now, where does Roberts come out?
Oh, Brundle gets out ahead! The little work there from Roberts almost worked, but, you know, the cut just wasn't enough. Brundle is back out in front.
That's it.
Battle of the fresh tyres. Well, the only little problem is that Brundle has got fresher tyres. They are a little bit cold. Roberts has got warmer tyres by 1 lap. So the battle is back, but Brundle mathematically should have an advantage of 1 lap fresher tyres.
And Brundle has double the ERS battery of what Roberts has as well. That should come into play on the straight.
If he stays within DRS range of WI Chosen, when Roberts gets the DRS on him, Brundle will get the DRS on Chosen. So that means that Roberts, all will have is DRS but a dead battery.
No one likes a dead battery.
Here we go. Magic Man is staying out. Same with the man with the cash and Jake Moore.
Brundle's right in the back of Chosen as well. Yeah, it's Chosen bits. Chosen pulls in.
I think that allows Brundle. Yeah, Brundle got the DRS on Chosen. He managed to get in that window before Chosen went in. So Brundle gets to stay ahead thanks to the DRS.
Yeah. So now what's going to happen with the guys up ahead now? 15 laps old on their mediums. There's big gaps between them. When's Magic Mark going to pit? When's the man with the cash going to pit? When is Jake Moore going to pit?
Look at the gap between a leader. How quick is a pit stop in Hungary? Because the gap between Roberts and Magic Marks is 22.8 seconds.
Wow. I don't know what it's like here, but I think on average about 22 to maybe 25 seconds at that pit stop.
So this could be very close. Tarup has got a 3-second time penalty.
That helicopter view is awesome.
There you go. Let's get back on board with the man with the cash and Magic Marks. They do not pit.
Wow.
Jake Moore neither.
Magic
Marks is actually still setting fastest laps.
Wow. The chat is going to erupt again. 15 lap olds mediums, and he's still setting the fastest lap out there. That's incredible. He must have turned everything up. Otherwise, that is a mental statement.
Oh,
to the rest of the grid.
Looks like Roberts is taking the fastest lap of the race.
Roberts looking to go around the Ferrari.
Tarup doesn't put up any fight there. He lets both Brundle and Roberts go by. Because I think Tarup Tarup is staying on the back of them though. But both Roberts and Brundle got ahead of Tarup in the Ferrari.
As John Digweed moves on to the softs. That must be a mistake.
Look what John's done there. Well, whatever he's hoping to do, maybe push on the softs and then maybe a medium finish. Yeah,
potentially. Two-stop. I'm very interested to see what the top 4 are going to do. Very interested to see what they're going to do compared to Brundle and Roberts. We know what Brundle and Roberts are doing. They're doing one stop. They have set their bet. Just look and see what the yellow flag is. Oh, Magic Man and Cash are in. Jake Moore is in as well.
Oh, Magic Mark's got a 5-second time penalty. He's sped in the pit lane.
He's going to be cursing himself for doing that. That is not good. That potentially is the wind throwing out the window there. Shane takes the lead, okay.
For the man with the cash.
Shane's inheriting the lead because obviously he doesn't want to stack with the Magic Man.
Can the Magic Man get out ahead of Brundle? No, he can't. Can he get... No, the Magic Man's been caught out by Roberts and Brundle. This has gone from bad to worse for the Magic Man. And no, not Magic Man, man with the cash, sorry. At one moment, he was battling with Magic Marks, and the next, he's been shoved behind those two.
Yeah, the undercut. If you ever wanted the Google undercut, guys, that's the undercut. The man with the cash just got undercut over by 2 positions.
And that means Shane is in the lead at the moment, but he will need to pit. Magic Marks is in second with that 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. That's not going to do him any justice. The only way that he can be saved in this situation is a safety car. Yeah, he's losing it a little bit.
Yeah, he is, yeah. All I can imagine now is, excuse me, is Magic Mark's engineer in his ear saying, dude, you have to push now. You have to make the most of these tires because you need that 5-second gap if you want to still take the lead. Is Shane going to pit? There's a yellow flag. Let me
yellow
check
flag in the second sector.
No, don't see it. It must be just maybe a blue flag or something like that, maybe. Or else whoever it was, he got rolling now. Well, good enough, whoever it was.
Man with the cash is actually gaining on Roberts.
Wow.
Because obviously Roberts got ahead of him in the undercut, but the man with the cash is definitely not slow. And Senna has received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, that line approaches you very fast. It's not kind of in line with the garage doors, if you imagine. It's about maybe 3 to 4 yards your side of that. So.
Well, John Digweed got ahead of Stretch. Sorry about that, Bod. I didn't mean to cut in there. Round the first corner, Stretch managed to go down the inside on Stretch and managed to stick it and got himself into 7th place. Meanwhile, Stretch is actually under pressure from Peppermeat and Patronus. Mex Senna has a 5-second time penalty for speeding into pit lane. Both the Sennas have a 5-second.
Look at this though, John Digweed's up to 7th in the softs. So if he goes on mediums, or potentially another set of softs, if you can manage the softs, that is.
He could be looking at a good position.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. Man with the cash is half a second behind Roberts as well though. But some of his batteries stored up as well, so he'll be going for the overtake on the main straight here, I guess.
I think that's one thing Roberts has not been doing, is storing. He's been attacking the whole time. Let's keep an eye on the man with the cash, because can he get this power to attack Roberts? He's getting closer and closer, but I don't think it's just quite enough yet. Roberts goes a little wide there going out of turn 1, which is going to provide a better run for the man with the cash.
See if we can get him here.
Haas versus Ferrari. It's the works team versus the other team. You know, both of them are provided with Ferrari engines. This is good battling we're seeing here, because it went from Roberts pushing Brundle against the wall, and now it's the man with the cash putting Roberts against the wall. Yeah, Roberts is struggling.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say he's so much struggling. It just looks like
hopefully not literally kiss him.
No.
Just comes by, gives him a little kiss on the side, and then just goes ahead.
I watch too much NASCAR when I say stuff like that.
Oh, Peppermeat, he's got a 3-second time penalty. That's not done Peppermeat any good. There we go. Actually, I think the man with the cash might be able to make the move soon, because look how close he is.
Yeah, and Roberts has not been saving his battery. I don't know, it's like as if Roberts needs to carry 2 batteries. One is a backup, because he just cannot save the first battery.
There we go. Man with the cash has got the DRS, and he's going to turn up his ERS load. Is it enough? Because this straight does end pretty quick.
It does. Oh, he's pulling out.
He gets a look down the inside, but it's just not enough.
No.
Oh, this is good pressure. That's being applied by the man with the cash. He's going back to preserving. Well, oh, look wide there.
Yeah, I reckon next lap, if he's in that position, he'll throw it in there. He'll take the inside line. Yeah.
He's basically just shown to Roberts, he's like, hey, you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a run for your money. You may have had a really good
Your
start,
run for your money.
I'm not going to let you have a good finish.
Run for your money. I love it.
That's the slogan. I've been knocking at the door, giving you a run for the money. Roberts is having a little struggle there.
First lap we saw man with the cash on the back of Roberts. He's kind of like, yeah, look, I'm here. Second time he was like, look, I'm pulling out. I'm about to go by you. Third time he might just say, look, I'm taking the inside line. That is it.
And you've been very dead on with your analogies, Bodder, so I have a feeling what you're saying here will come into fruition, because the man with the cash is just staying with him. Do keep in mind, Roberts has got tyres that are 4 laps
He's 8 tenths behind him. I don't think he'll get it this lap, but maybe next lap, if he's close enough, if he's winning 3 or 4 tenths, I reckon Josh will throw the car in there.
As you can see, he's not... Well, he went into mode 3 for a moment there, because he was just sort of getting the extra bit of speed, because he knows he's not going to be able to make the move yet. It's just so he can utilise the extra bit of DRS and ERS to catch up with that Haas. And it's working him wonders.
Can I ask you a question, Primus? Shane, 21 lap old mediums.
I didn't even realise Shane stayed out.
Shane stayed out the whole time, dude. He's out there, 21 lap old mediums. Is he going to go on softs maybe or something like that? What's now?
I think
potentially he could.
But it's allowing Magic Marks though to catch up.
It is, but that's his teammate. And if he comes, like, think about it. If the rest of the grid is on hards and Shane comes out on softs, he's going to have a second advantage over everyone per lap. Do the maths in your head.
I think Shane's also got a 3-second time penalty, as well as Marks having 5.
Let's have a quick look at that. I think Shane has a penalty, does he?
I think he might.
Shane has one penalty, sir.
There we go, going on to the straight. I think Shane is now letting his teammate pass. Yep, there we go.
Yep,
there is the switch. So now Magic Marks has got clean air and the DRS from Shane to push and try and open the gap between him and Brundle.
Yeah, that's very, very good teamwork there. So now that magic mark has come up behind him, Shane said, "Look, I'll pull aside, let you take lead. We can. I guarantee you, Shane will pit this lap now. He's going to have to pit this lap."
Roberts tried to make a move down the outside on Brundle. It didn't work. He went wide, and look at that, the man with the cash is instantly back in.
All over him. He's all over him.
Lap 23 of 35. Not too many battles has been happening in this Hungarian Grand Prix. It's been more of a strategy race. But other than that, the man with the cash is determined to fight for that top spot.
Robocop cannot save his battery. Like,
the Duracell bunnies have left the building.
I haven't seen his battery go above 16%. Okay, there it is now, 17%.
A tiny bit of preservation, but it's just not enough because Roberts is struggling.
Right, here we go. Have the cash. See what he does here. Remember as well,
go onto the straight.
DRS as well from Brundle.
Man with the cash has got the extra battery though to make the push. Not quite yet. He's actually turned it back down. Oh, Roberts has gone wide. This could be bad for Roberts because he keeps on going wide in the important areas, and that's allowing the man with the cash to stay up with him and actually gain. Chosen's got a 3-second time penalty. Roberts clips the grass. Brundle is watching this battle happening behind him. Ooh.
Very close to getting a warning. Stay away from the curb.
Very scary racing because, you know, that curb has already sentenced one driver. Oh, the man with the cash just saves it after catching too much curb.
You see that? He
a
just
tiny bit of time
the
for
steering wheel.
Roberts.
He just flicked the steering wheel for a second to the right just to catch it in time.
But Roberts is still going wide, so it looks like the time that was lost there from the man with the cash is not too heavy because Roberts is struggling.
I can see Roberts overtaking Brundle here before Man with the Cash gets to Roberts. Because Man with the Cash has already had a few laps to try and catch him. Now it's Roberts' turn to try and get on Brundle. As Shane pits.
Actually, yeah. Shane has finally pitted. Roberts is gaining, but he's got no battery. He's only got 5%. Around the first corner. Jake Moore moves up into 5th. So it's going very well for Jake. He's actually got the same amount of life as the man with the cash. John Digweed into 6th.
Yeah. Shane goes on the softs, told you.
So Shane's going to try and push for the softs for the rest of the race.
Brundle gets very loose. Very loose. On exit
But
there.
unfortunately, Roberts just didn't look like he had the speed to try and captivate on that mistake.
No, wasn't there.
Meanwhile, the man with the cash has fallen back.
Wait to see Shane now. Shane's going to have a great charge now in the next 10 laps. We want to watch.
There you go. Roberts is gaining. Is everything all right there, mate? That was a little loud thud there.
Yeah, just about a full.
Is that your drink?
No, it wasn't mine.
Okay, I was going to say, if that was your drink, do you think I should do another onboard just so you have some time to go get another one?
No, I already took care of that. You know it.
Here we go, onto the straight. Can Roberts push? He's just got no battery to do it.
No, it's not there for me. You keep putting into overtaking mode, but like there's less than 10% left in it. He really needs to charge it in sector 1, sector 3 maybe, or something like that, and just even to get up to 30% and burn that 30% in the front stretch. It'll give you a small bit of advantage over Brundle. Because Brundle has no one in front of him, so you have the DRS, you might as well use the battery. Save your battery and use it.
Shane's got the move on John Digweed.
Yeah. Shane will get it to finish with at least a top 5 here tonight. At least top 5, I'd
Shane's
say.
going for fastest lap as well.
Of course. Whoa! Who was around? Chosen's around on the cluster curve.
Oh dear.
Dangerous spot to be as well. A lot of cars going by him now at the minute.
Chosen is not in a good position right now because he's stuck against that wall.
He's reversing down there. He's lost
Oh,
half
careful! He just reversed and hit the back of the wall with the back of his car. It's not gone good for Chosen, unfortunately.
No, I can see him pull into the pits and return. It's not good.
Yeah.
Car's just sitting there now in the gravel. No flag.
Here we go. Magic Man is still in the lead. He's almost opened up 5 seconds ahead of Brundle.
He needs that 5-second gap. Let me just check the figures there on Brundle. Brundle is 1 warning away from getting the penalty. So currently
Roberts
as it stands,
goes wide.
Brundle with 0 penalties.
Got another yellow flag in the second sector.
Let me check that. Shane was fast as well.
There you go. So Shane, he's on the charge. He's definitely getting...
I think that's just chosen to bring the car back around his pits, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. So he is struggling to grip.
Yeah, he is. With gravel all over the tyres. Yeah. It's chosen bringing the car in. Oh, not enough grip. Oh, and he's lost his wheel.
Oh no, he crashed into the pit wall, did he?
Lost his wheel on the pit entry, yeah. That is unfortunate.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Yeah, if that was realistic, that should be a safety car. Gets
That
blocking
should
pit
be,
entry.
yeah. Sometimes the game does react late though, you know, sometimes it'll have a VSC or a safety car shortly after. So, I mean, until then, we just have to wait and see what the game does. If the car is still there, it could cause an incident.
That's clear by now. We're back to the green flag.
Green flag, yeah.
Roberts still on the
Yeah,
back.
you can see a little bit of damage there from Chosen's car in the wall there. But here we go. I think this is where Roberts is maybe going to try and make the move on Brundle.
Oh, it's coming. He's going to throw it in. Oh, is that? Yes,
He's going to do it.
He's
going to chuck it in.
Oh, he's got a penalty.
Roberts has got a 3-second time penalty. This could get back the cash from the podium.
See what type of penalties he has. Okay, so now with the cash, 1 warning. 0 penalties currently as it stands.
Roberts, he chucked it in there, but Brundle, you know, shut the door. Brundle is in the back end!
Brundle's going for a spin!
Oh, Brundle's gone! The man with the cash is in third! The man with the cash could have second place at this rate!
I didn't exactly see it. I was watching from the man with the cash is on board. All I saw was just that Renault flying off one side of the track, maybe lost traction, come back on the other side. He's lost half his front wing. That's gone from bad to worse.
The man with the cash is still on the charge. If he can get past Roberts and charge up to magic marks, the man with the cash could win.
Oh. Ooh. So he needs to get within. So for that to happen, okay, man with the cash, the driver formerly known as Josh with the Dosh, he needs to get within 3 seconds of Roberts, and he needs to be within 5 seconds of Magic Man. That's how the miracle doesn't work. The miracle of the Hungary ring.
I think the man with the cash knows he might not be able to get first, but he is fighting for second place. He is not letting Roberts get away.
Shane's up to 5th. Told you.
Brundle's in the pits. Roberts loses the back end of the car a little bit going into that into that corner. Jake Moore is actually in a good position. He's in 4th place. That's very good for the Red Bull after a bit of a rocky start. Keep an eye on the battle unfolding up front. WR Stretch and Patronus are actually having a little fight.
So there's 2 ways the man with the cash can go about this. You can kind of take it nice and easy, take his 3rd place, or you can push for it.
Shane's got another 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, but he's on softs. The guy like Jake Moore focus on hards. He's going to be gaining on him. We'll check out that yellow. That is Max Senna, who spun on pit entry, but he's not going to the pits for the move. We continue on. Green flag.
All still good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Patronus is looking to push on Stretch because WR Stretch is gaining on Peppermeat. Oh, bad entry there from Patronus. I think that's Tarap. Yeah, Tarap lost it on the chicane. Managed to get back onto the track though. Meanwhile, the man with the cash is still trying to gain on Roberts.
I think technically as it stands, I think the man with the cash is 2nd.
In terms of penalties,
yeah,
he will get ahead of Roberts. I think he will just miss out on the win. It depends on how the man with the cash Magic Man handles up in front.
Yeah, the Magic Man is 5.5 now currently in front of Roberts, which means he's half a second in front of Roberts. Oh, man with the cash.
And the Magic Man is now starting to nearly approached the back marker of met Senna and Tarek.
Like, the good news for
yeah.
Takashi is, like, he's 12 lap old, 12 lap old hards. Who's that? Oh, green flag, we're good.
Brundle's got a 3-second time penalty.
No.
That's not gone good.
No. He's out of the points secondly as well. Even if this one for fastest lap is not going to affect him unless he can get to the 10th place. And he was looking so good as well, Brundle. He was, like, okay, he was making down mistake here and there, but, like, he was holding off Roberts fairly good for the majority of the race.
It's that left-hander, just too much of it, and off you go.
Yeah. Too much wiggle and you can't wiggle out of it.
The Magic Man is actually pulling away from Roberts.
5.8 now, yeah. The Magic Man needs to know that he can go. Roberts, like, I'm on board with Roberts now at the minute. He's in low deployment for his ERS, but still, he's having such a hard time just charging the battery. Maybe it's just the thing with the Haas cars, it's just so hard to charge the battery.
Possibly, yeah. Let's have a look at WR Chosen again. He's still within half a second behind Peppermeat. Senna, actually. Senna is making the move on Patronus.
Oh, Senna, you want to stay away from that curve just in case. Yeah, we're very close to it though.
Patronus has cut the chicane there and got a 3-second time penalty.
Alright, 3 laps to go. Is Mount Cash going to make the move? He's going to make the move on Roberts. This is his time now. He's within 4 tenths.
He's got the ERS and he's got the DRS. He's getting closer.
No,
he's holding off.
He turned
Roberts
down the battery.
Is getting a bad entry. The man with the cash has had such a bad streak for the past couple of races where he's shown such amazing battles and fell back out of the top 3. And I know for a fact that as much as Roberts wants redemption, the man with the cash is thirsty for redemption as well.
Yeah. Definitely after back and forth battles of last week.
The man with the cash wanted that strategy to work in Britain after Pie Eater went off. And then in Germany, unfortunately, when things went a little bad there, when Cross Kerry caused a safety car, when Cross Kerry went retired normally and the game decided to say a normal retirement, now that's a safety car. That decided to not go good for the man with the cash, and today, no safety car, no VSC, Roberts is struggling, and the man with the cash, he wants that.
He wants it. You can now taste the blood, so he can taste the exhaust fumes off that Haas.
Senna, in the meanwhile, is gaining slowly. He's cutting down the time to Patronus. Patronus has lost time to Stretch, Stretch has lost time to Peppermeat, and Senna got a penalty.
Let's check the chat real quick.
Man with the cash, not close enough.
No, not there.
Really, really good. Senna is going to try and maybe now make the move on Patronus. Patronus has done 28 laps on the hard compound tyre.
Whoa! I never spotted that. It's like 29 laps.
Here we go, Senna is going to go down the left-hand side. Patronus is going to try and defend from the Red Bull. Into turn 1, they touch wheels. Senna gets pushed off the track after Patronus tries to defend the position. Looks like Senna's going to try and chuck it out. And they make contact and Senna spins!
Oh, who was that? Senna Patronus, was it?
Senna tried chucking it in the inside there after Patronus forced him off the track in turn 1 as he was defending the position. I guess Senna, he wanted to try and push back as quick as he could because he lost a little bit of time there. And unfortunately, that dive down the inside made contact. He span out and he broke his end plate, which is allowing Brundle on the soft compound tyre to push back. And it could rob Senna on possible point finishes. Meanwhile, the man with the cash is only 4 tenths of a second off of Roberts going into lap 34.
He's in full overtake mode. Still a little too far behind though. Are we going to see the overtake in the next 2 laps?
I'm hoping so, because the man with the cash has been so patient.
Ooh, Senna's back down. Senna looks like he could be retiring. The car just looks very slow.
Oh, Roberts getting a lot of curb there.
Yep,
I know
Senna
Roberts
pulled
will
into
not be
pits.
happy because that is going to rob him of, that's going to rob him of his second place. Man with the Cash has been driving superbly.
Well, look, worst case scenario for the minute for Roberts, he'll get third because I don't think he's still that far ahead, but Jake Moore will not be able to get him on penalty.
No, he won't. So here is the important, crucial moment. Yeah, Senna has retired from the session. Magic Marks currently is leading. He's about to begin the final lap. We've got a car pitting in there. That is...
Yeah, Senna. So it's the other Senna.
Max Senna.
I wonder if he's going to retire as well.
So Magic Marks begins the final lap of the... RSF1 Senna's car has gone back out onto the track.
Yeah, we'll pull over in a second, sorry.
Man with the Cash
Mexican
is not
Senna
close
is
enough
serving
yet.
his penalty. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, RSF1 Senna's car has pulled over, because it is a back marker, and in a way the game does behave when it comes to being a back marker. So the AI has pulled over, let both of them by. Man with the Cash really does want to get by Roberts.
Yeah,
doesn't
just take it easy.
look like it's
You don't need a penalty.
going to
That's
be
exactly
enough.
what he's done. He's braked right before the corner as well. He doesn't want a penalty. He knows his position. He knows what the story is. He just holds on to this. He has second place. He's on the podium.
Man with the Cash has done a really good drive. But let's keep an eye on our race winner, Magic Marks. After unfortunately receiving that 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, he's actually got no battery left after he's been pushing like crazy because he knows if he has one little slip up, it could put Roberts in contention for the win. But as we know, Roberts has a penalty, so if the slip up did happen, Man with the Cash would have had a chance, but it doesn't look like it's just going to happen today. Man with the Cash, he goes around the final corner, he wins the Hungarian Grand Prix with that 5-second unserved time penalty. Roberts takes second place. Man with the Cash in second place, obviously, because of Roberts' penalties.
Yeah.
And Jake Moore takes fourth place. That was a good drive there from the Red Bull. Shane in the racing point. Let's have a look at fastest lap. It's currently belonging to John Digweed.
Fair play, John Digweed, but as far as my driver day is concerned, it has to go to Roberts. Yes, he got a 3-second penalty, but that man came from 13th on the grid. He started second last.
Positions. Yeah, Roberts is my driver of the day. He drove superb. He pressurised Jake Moore. Brundle. He pressurised Brundle. He held off the Man with the Cash. He may have had that penalty, but he drove really well. So I agree with you. I have to say, Roberts is our driver of the day.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. It was such a charge as well. Like, I think 11 laps in, he was already in top 5. Like, we're not even through a third of the race, and he's gone from second last to 5th.
So it was a very, very interesting race. Not many battles happened actually in that because it was mainly the strategy.
Yeah, the strategy will do it. The undercut as well. The Man with the Cash really fell far back with the undercut.
But in the end, Man with the Cash manages to get his first podium in RSF1, so I know he will be happy at that. Not close enough yet to pressurise the Magic Man there in first place, but I think Man with the Cash will be happy where he stands. I think you've got a nice old grin on your face because we've been rooting on the Man with the Cash for a while after he changed his name, after he got his adopted nickname, and it's good to see his driving paid off. So as Bodder gets our top 3 in, I'll go over the classifications for the race finish. So the Magic Man, he takes the win again. That's a third win in a row, I think, maybe more. He's done very good there. So Magic Man wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Man with the Cash, second place. Roberts is third. Jake Moore, fourth. RSF1 Shane is in fifth. Peppermeat is sixth. John Digweed, seventh. Stretch, eighth. Patronus, ninth. Brundle, 10th. Tarrap, 11th. Mex Senna, 12th, who actually managed to beat RSF1 Senna. And WR Chosen rounds off the grid, and the fastest lap of the race was taken by John Digweed in the Mercedes. So that was intense. Really intense race. Peppermeat, falling back very far, started in the position he started in, so it was a good recovery.
Good recovery, all right.
There we go. So we've got the top 3 in. So I'll ask you lads to please include your audio in the box. Oh, we just lost Magic Marks. Right, so we'll go over our usual border. I do third, you do second, I do first. Well, until we can get the Magic Man back in.
Magic Man can.
Right. So let's start with Roberts. So Roberts, you had a very unfortunate start to today. In Q1, you crash into the wall. You go out in Q1. It really did hurt there because I know you felt like you could really be aggressive in this track. You pushed like crazy, and the race demonstrated that. And, falling far back in the qualifying, recovering from 13th to 3rd place, how do you feel this race has been for you?
First of all, evening, gents. It was a strange race, mate, to be honest. So, came, obviously, in qualifying, tried to settle up, the only thing I hit was a wall. And then, yeah, car felt good, mate. I knew I had the race pace, but I just needed the qualifying to match, and unfortunately it didn't happen.
And for a good portion of the race there, you was pressurising Brundle and holding off the man with the cash. You had a lot on your plate. You was attacking and defending at the exact same time, and that battery was just not working with you. It was dead again. It was Australia all over again.
Yeah, I know, mate. I was actually in a party during the race with Brundle, and I kept saying to him to get pushing because I noticed Shane had just pitted for softs, so he would have been coming at us at 2 seconds a lap. And obviously I had Josh behind me, but I noticed 3 or 4 laps in a row on that quick left-hander turn 4, I think it was, he started to lose his back end a bit. And unfortunately he wasn't able to catch it that time because we were having a good battle.
Well,
yeah, like from speaking
very
to me,
good.
from speaking to me, like earlier on today, you're going basically all out attack, and
Yeah.
I know you started like on the second last on the grid, but from what we saw in the race, that's exactly what you did. It was pure and all out assault on the rest of the grid. You were going for it.
Yeah, I did, mate. It's just put my foot down and I changed my setup a bit. I knew it were a bit back end happy, so I knew I could drop it at any point, but I just went for it, mate. So I couldn't afford to drop any points today, and I managed to reduce that gap, if you will. So I didn't lose too many points to Mark, but no, good race, mate.
Well done, well done.
Cheers, guys.
And before we move on to the man with the cash, Roberts, with that superb drive that you've done today, you've been awarded Driver of the Day.
Cheers, mate. It's about time I got one.
It was really good because in the first lap, you went from 13th to 6th. You had surprised the hell out of me and Bodder because it was like, where the heck did he come from? Like, you just jumped the entire grid in like the one lap, and that was
like
just
a
impressive
hot knife.
driving.
Good slicing through guys, see where it was incredible to watch.
Yeah, it were. I think I done a move on Craig Senna, I think it was, going into that quick left-hander, which I don't think he'll be too happy about. But yeah, no, I'm chuffed, mate.
Well, congratulations on a good drive and Driver of the Day. And now I'll hand over to Bodder with the man with the cash.
Cheers, guys.
The driver formerly known as Josh with the Dosh, bringing it home in second. Josh, how do you feel, dude?
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, because during the round of pit stops, you seem to come up the big loser of all that. Unfortunate to say it to you, but you lost 2 positions in the pit stops. You felt the effect of the undercut. You really had to fight to come back for that. Fair play as well. You didn't actually get a penalty. Keeping it clean. Will that be your new nickname, the man who keeps it clean? I actually couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because I used to always call you the man with the cash because it just kind of rolled out when I saw Josh with the dash. And then next thing you know, a few weeks later, you actually changed it. And you messaged me saying, "How does this look?" And I'm like, "That's class. That's so cool. Like I never thought that would actually happen." And now people are actually starting to refer to you as the man with the cash.
With oh my god!
All right. So now you have your own nickname. Ah, okay. Okay. That kind of takes the sting out of it as well, but
It's like he's turning a little bit Arthur Morgan on us now. From just hey there, boys, easy there, boy. But we came up with a little slogan for you because when you was challenging Roberts there in the race, you're the man with the cash, and you was giving Roberts the run with the money.
yeah,
there's a little bit came up with that, and it just worked because Bodder heard it and it just sent him into hysterics, and I was like, wait, that was funny.
yeah, it is.
Cool as ice, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Robert's cool as ice. All right, well, good job, Jason. Out the cash.
I'm shocked your name's Jason.
Me too. I need to sit down.
I asked him, it was Josh.
I'm calling you
calling
Josh
you
the whole
all
time,
week.
like. Yeah.
I'm calling you Josh all week in practice, mate.
No, we've ruined it now.
Oh. Right,
Well,
so
look, dude, we hope to see you on more podiums going towards the end of the season. So, well done, man. Well done. That was a great drive.
Well done, man.
oh, that's a very, very funny podium so far, and we still have to get to the race winner. So, magic marks. The beginning of the race, you commanded from start to finish. You had a bit of pressure at the beginning from the man with cash, and you also had Jake Moore putting a little bit of pressure in at the beginning, because in the first lap, Jake Moore was trying to make the attack, but then started to fall back a little bit. But then in the end, you managed to stay ahead when it came to the pits. You had Shane in front of you who managed to let you go. You managed to make up the 5-second penalty that you actually had. And that was one thing that you was really nervous of, because I saw you actually had no battery near the end of the race, because Roberts was keeping up with you, and then you pushed like crazy, and then suddenly you managed to get back out. So you had a bit of time on your hands. But how do you feel that race was for you?
I'm really surprised about my pole position. I thought so. I don't know what Roberts would have got because obviously he crashed out, but I didn't expect the gap to be that big. To be fair, I expected people to be 15s as well, not just me. But I was very happy with that. And then I was, because I'm going off from last week here in Germany, because I got pole position in Germany, and I had that as I had my qualifying set up. For some stupid reason, I struggled like mad in the race because I put my Russia setup on like an idiot, and that's why I found it so hard to. I know, honestly, God, I was raging away. I struggled really hard, so I thought I need to make up for it this week, which I did, and I'm happy. But that 5-second penalty, I have been in the pit lane at all, so I don't even know where the pit lane entrance were. So I thought, oh, what have I done here? I thought I'll throw it away. I managed to control the gap, and I was surprised that my tyres didn't overheat or anything. So I only changed the setup, literally changed the setup 20 minutes before the race, and I hadn't properly used it in a race yet. So I'm happy with that though. Definitely happy with first.
I bet though it was very scary when once you got that penalty. So I know obviously you haven't been in there before, and then as soon as you cross that line, you got the penalty. Did you think, oh my god, that's my win gone? Like instant reaction when you got that penalty.
I can't hear anybody.
Oh,
there we go. Say that again. I'm back now.
When you crossed over that line, because as you said, you've never crossed that pit line before. Yeah, that's the magic tricks. So when you crossed that line and you got that 5-second time penalty, did you instantly think, "Oh my god, that's my win gone"?
Well, I knew. I didn't know if it was going to be my win because I felt really comfortable with my pace. But I knew I'd have to push harder, and then if you're pushing harder, you're going to make mistakes. So I didn't even get one warning, which I was very surprised of. But yeah, I knew I had to push really hard after that 5-second stop and go. I couldn't believe it. I thought that's my race strategy gone. So I just wanted to take my time and just manage the pace. But yeah, I think it were Man with the Cash and Roberts and Brundle were battling. That were giving me a bit of breathing space up front, to be fair. So I managed to just manage it quite well, actually.
Really good drive.
I don't know if you're. Yeah, I don't know if you're watching. We were obviously watching with you in Q3, and you set that lap, and you're like 8 or 9 tenths faster than anyone else in the grid.
Yeah, I know.
The Twitch chat absolutely lit up, so it did, and people were just like, "Yeah, F1, yeah, Magic Mark F1, yeah, the Magic Mark F1." Crazy laugh, man, crazy laugh. Go on, what do you say to the haters?
F3, F4, me, I reckon. Exactly. See, he would. That's what I thought. I thought Roberts would have been up there with me.
I was, unfortunately. Yeah. I've. This week I was in the 15s, but unfortunately it got to race night and I was in a wall. But it happens. So.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I haven't been doing practices either. This crap route skunk burner been here.
Is he coming back or what's the story with him? Because
I think he's coming back. Yeah, he said I think he's back next week. He's concentrating on his life, which is a bit selfish, really, but should concentrate on racing.
Oh god!
About racing, isn't it?
That's it. Well done, dude. Well done.
I didn't even know what league was and who's were. It hasn't been updated yet. Who updates it? Austria last time updated, I think.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I don't know, because I don't know.
I'll have a look. I'll find out for you, mate.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Cheers.
No worries.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Spa next week. Spa will be good.
Yeah, I was going to say that we're nearing the end of the European tracks. Yeah. So we've had Hungary, we've got Spa and Monza coming up, and then we are no longer going to be in Europe. So I know right now, today was a real good race, though, because the strategies were really incredible. And also seeing how much, I think it was Petronas did 29 laps on those hards as well. Yeah. So we've seen someone stretch those hards out like crazy, which I didn't even realise until I saw Petronas and Senna battle. But yeah, it's been some really good battles today. Bodder, do you have any more questions for the three before we wrap up for today?
No, August. I'm actually I'm flabbergasted. I'm astounded that Josh's name is actually Jason. But apart from that, good race.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna actually have to give you a little bit of money and then just put we've got to change it back to Jason with Dosh or something like that. Just bring the old one back.
Just mix the two together.
It's like, hi Josh, even though your name's not Josh. Oh gosh, well, that has been a really good race there. from Division 2 in RSF1. So to go over the race classifications before we wrap up for today. So Magic Marks coming in first place and winning in the Racing Point team. Man with the Cash in second place in the Ferrari, and Roberts in third with his driver of the day from charging from 13th to third. So it's a very, very good race today. So thank you to all who attended for today, and we'll see you all on Tuesday with Division 1, and I know for a fact that that's going to be just as good as these lot. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.